against qualifier bracket, but got sent to elimination by Vim, who isn't here, and then Moneyhalla knocked him out. Then he fought Use at Springs that got 3-0, but he was on Chakram. So he was just a very interesting player going into this, despite like us knowing a lot about him as a player.
Yeah, despite being a long-standing player, this year hasn't really competed, hasn't played against any of the people in the bracket. The last time he ran into anyone was at BCX 2024, but right now he's going up against Marckiemoo, goes in with that weapon toss, picks up the boots, utilizing that soft platform, but Marckiemoo just playing that ground game, catching those landings.
Oh, tried to go in with a ground pound.
Touch?
He touched like the bottom pixel of the wall and instantly got caught by a down air from Marckiemoo. Anytime he wants to press off stage, which like your boots, your gauntlets, you probably want to pressure off stage. Like you got to worry about the down airs, you got to worry about the stage spikes, you got to worry, like that's part of the area that Marckiemoo built his career on. These just triple sidelights coming out.
Okay, another neutral light from Wess, goes in for the N-Sig. Marckiemoo misses, and Wess gonna hit that ground pound onto him.
So we could potentially see with Marckiemoo kind of what we saw against Pirchi. I think he's gonna be like less on autopilot mode
for sure
than he was against Pirchi. But he can get caught
on stage.
The splash, it moves him back onto stage.
Yeah, went a little too far forward for that one. Unfortunate, because I'm sure Wess wanted that offstage engagement. Marckiemoo with the turnaround, gravity cancel sideline recovery.
KO off the top here on Fortress of Lions, going back over onto the scythe. Doesn't have that vertical KO potential, but it does have, of course, the send over into the edge guard, and we have potentially like a repeat of what we saw in the first stock.
You saw Wess hoping for it. You saw that ground bound attempted, but Marckiemoo covers himself with his own recovery. Neutral sig not going to connect. I wonder if Wess is going to start reining those in, as it's been about 50-50 on those.
Dude, I really worry about Wess's ability to just get in on top of the scythe that Marckiemoo has here. Now Marckiemoo's over on the gauntlets.
Nice.
Oh, the double.
Not enough. Side light. Oh, good dodge, but Wess able to get away. Side sig, going to throw back. Yep, that's going to be a KO. Weapon spawn. Wess likely wants to stick with the gauntlets here.
Oh, that's going to send away. Get plenty of room.
Sucks.
He instantly throws the scythe away. He felt like after that disarm that he would have plenty of time to get over to the weapon spawn. Now it's double gauntlets.
Hits the nair. There's the dodge. Marckiemoo gets away. Just pulls the trigger on it. Wess not going to dodge immediately, and Marckiemoo knows it, gets the first game.
Yeah, I feel like you could take the Marckiemoo camera from like any victory he's ever had and probably almost any loss as well, and they would all look identical. Whether it's him getting like third at BCX or like him losing a single game here or like anything in his past, and every single one of them aside from the background behind him is going to look exactly the same.
You know, that's kind of tech. Like you could just like, it's like having we could just put a cardboard cutout of Marckiemoo at events and we'll just be like, yeah, we got a player cam.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Game number 2. No character swaps. It's going to be a closer map, though. I don't think there were any KOs that were like a little too difficult to get, but won't matter.
Dude, Marckiemoo's just chasing after Wess here.
Much different pacing than the last set we saw.
Giving a little bit of space, though. There's the down air, sending over to the Wess goes really high, grabs the D-Sig, doesn't turn this one around like we often see.
Oh, good dodge from Wess, though. Got away from that neutral air. Marckiemoo likely would have put Wess back off stage. This time the recovery's going to do it. Wess narrowly avoids Marckiemoo.
I don't know if he was looking for the side air or side light as like a potential KO tool. I don't think there's enough damage on him. I'm surprised we didn't just see an end light.
You can do side light into recovery. You'll see that happen a lot, and especially when you go off stage with it.
Yeah,
that's likely what he was looking for. Down light, ground pound. What a turnaround from Wess. Oh. The down heavy from Marckiemoo immediately cleans that one up.
Complete weapon control here for Marckiemoo. On World's End, even does a little bounce pass to himself. Weapon spawn coming in. He's able to grab that one. Grab his own weapon toss even after Wess picks it up. Is he trying to get a little cheeky here?
Wess backs away. Ends up letting Marckiemoo come back up safely. Dude, he's still active.
He keeps going in with these interesting weapon tosses here. Nice ground pound. We're going to see weapon toss down. No, he's going to dip down low. Go for the nair. There it is. Got up just in time before Wess was able to find the neutral air. Swap places and potentially get a chase dodge up and save his own life.
Okay. Neutral signature. Maybe expected Marckiemoo to panic jump there. Double nair. Ground pound bounces up, and Marckiemoo with the N-Sig.
Dude, a rare gauntlet N-Sig. Dude, what is this weapon toss business that he's getting into here? Because this is a complete divergence from like anything we've seen so far from Marckiemoo today. Like, he wasn't even doing something like that against Birch.
Yeah, it's interesting because, like, on one hand, it feels like it's cheekiness.
Yeah.
It feels like playing around with the opponent. But at the same time, like, with how much Wess is moving around, maybe he's just cutting off options. Ooh, another recovery, and Marckiemoo going to close it out 2-0 right now. Looking really solid. Ooh, might be a little cold here for Wess. I feel like,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel like on the second stock, right, like around when this one started off, there was the offstage engagement, and then Wess went back on stage and then went for a neutral signature as Marckiemoo was coming up. I feel like I wanted Wess to just stay off stage and go for the offstage engagement in that situation, because that's ultimately where it wound up. But it was just like Wess tried to play it safe and was like, I think, almost a little indecisive in that moment.
Okay. I can definitely see that. I wonder if we'll go back to World's End, or if Wess is going to be looking for somewhere where he has a little bit more room to run around and not have Marckiemoo necessarily in his face. Maybe a dome coming out. Let's see where we're going. Oh, no, we're going back to World's End.
Yeah. I think what I'm starting to recognize is,
okay.
Okay.
We're seeing the Rayman swap here. Now that Wess is down 0-2, he's swapping over to the Rayman, hoping that the Axe will find something here. Maybe he can just play the big zoning game. So far, it's not necessarily working. Okay, it's not going to take too many hits. Like, maybe one more hit, and they're basically going to be even.
Backs away. Putting a lot of distance between himself and Marckiemoo. The recovery helps him out. Gets a side air. What's the edge guard option?
Is it going to be a
ground pound charging up. Marckiemoo with the turnaround. Punishing Wess on that ground pound.
The trade 1-for-1. Oh my gosh. Holding that ground pound, like just sliding along the vertical wall with it.
Okay.
Okay, yes sir.
Wess's axe coming alive. Ooh, but he's getting caught. Still above it. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't burning jumps that entire time, so he was still able to have enough to get back. And he didn't use his like recovery or anything. You didn't hear it get interrupted or stuffed at all. Nice dodge there from Marckiemoo, the spot dodge, and then the neutral. I follow up. That's, yep.
Yeah, yeah. The dodge was burned by Wess in that up air movement, and then they came down. You saw the double stars as Wess was throwing out recoveries.
What is that? Where is that coming from? I gotta ask him, man.
Down sig, trying to cover that corner.
We don't see too many like vertically up weapon tosses like that aren't like to cycle out your weapons, or when you're over on the wall and you want to put some type of hitbox over your head so you can safely get back to the wall.
I don't know. I think I've seen, like, honestly, I've seen Sandstorm do it more than a handful of times, specifically with gauntlets, with Mordexes. He'll like hit like a side light recovery, and then he'll just do the up toss and then go back down towards the stage, and he's just like put a hitbox in the air.
Okay. I've seen it with blasters where people will throw it up and then go for a recovery pickup, but obviously that's extremely, extremely rare. That's when you're getting cheeky.
Yeah. Good dodge through from Wess. Currently down 0-2. Needs to get on the board here. Oh, doesn't get that neutral air.
Yeah, you see him, the immediate follow-up after the down air, and then like he backs away right after that. Once they get back down to the main platform, and Marckiemoo gonna take it just like that with the vertical KO off the top. The Rayman swap was a good idea. You saw how close the end of that game was. A stock could have been stolen by Wess there to keep himself in that and force it into a game 4. But unfortunately for Wess, it's going to be a 3-0 victory for Marckiemoo, and a very happy day so far for the Marckiemoo enjoyers out there.
Currently undefeated in